Brazzo is like the sun. We revolve around him, and there are more and more of us.
Brazzo je kao sunce, mi kružimo oko njega i sve nas je više. Brazzo je kao sunce, mi kružimo oko njega i sve nas je više.
This is a story to which we all belong, with our feelings, our views, and our hearts. Yes, I've been coming to see Brazzo for 10 years now. Before, I always had uncontrollable bursts into tears. For the past year, I just seemed to pass out, independent from whether Brazzo is gazing at us or whether I'm listening to his voice. Our eyes can only see when light is reaching them.
Odrasli su kao djeca i oni uvijek žele više. Dok ne prijeđu granicu, onda se umore ili razbole. Ili se osjećaju kao bez brata ili sestre.
I never expected a miracle. I just wanted to be and to remain being a good mother, which would be a great accomplishment these days. I have 3 wonderful sons, and after I came back from Brazzo, they told me, "Mom, you're like a new person." I told them, "My dear children, we should thank Brazzo for that." I now have such a patience that I am even amazed about myself, and the fears that I had before have disappeared. God, what will I do now? How will I go on? Brazzo, is there a way out? Yes, there is. There is a way out. A smile shows that something within us is opening.
Ovo je priča o ljudima, ovo je priča o svjetlosti. Ovo je priča dokaz o svjetlosti u ljudima.
I cannot describe it. I only know that there are no obstacles for my soul which could prevent me from coming here. Only God can take out my soul, and my soul will remain here on Srebrnjak. It's floating. It's here.
Ovo je priča o braci, ovo je priča o ljudima. Ovo je priča o ljudima u srcu jednog čovjeka.
I am being medicated against cancer. I suffer from ovary and uterus cancer. I went through strong chemotherapies, and after the second therapy, I found Mr. Brazzo. I wish I would have known him before I started my first chemotherapy. I have been coming here for the past 6.5 years. Already, the first impression he left on me was very powerful. When I entered those rooms, I felt wonderful warmth. I felt how I could breathe more easily. In fact, I felt a lot better. I was surprised that I was already experiencing this in the waiting room. When I entered the room, I asked a question and waited for my answer. I can honestly say that Brazzo looked at me for a long time. His eyes were full of love and emotion, and I will never forget this. I saw that he was looking at something, but I didn't know at the time that he used a mirror. I was standing behind that small door. There were flowers. He looked into my eyes for a long time. Then he looked at something over there. I waited, and I was afraid that he would tell the same thing what he said to the lady before me. Madam, I can't help you. However, he said, "Madam, there is still hope for you. If you feel that you are doing better, come and see me again in about 1 month." I came to see him again because I had felt better. There were large variations in the metastasis in the blood. He decreased the metastasis in a way in which no one had ever succeeded before, to a value of 5. And since then, thanks to Mr. Brazzo, I am alive. This is a story about the people who opened that great door of confraternity and happiness. When my daughter-in-law went to see the doctor, he told her that something was wrong with her offspring. Then I came here, and after that, everything was fine. When she went for her checkup, everything was in order. This is my second family, my sister, mother, and father. I want to say thank you to Brazzo. The child had a heart murmur. Once again, I want to say thank you to Brazzo. I would like to thank Brazzo because he helped me a lot with my health. I used to have vertigo, but now this has passed. I used to have stomach problems, rheumatism, my joints, but I do not have these problems any longer. He helped me a lot. I want him to continue helping me. He helped my family, my friends. He helped some of them to get married. Some of them didn't have any children, and now they do. So I would like to thank Brazzo a lot.
Odrasli su najljepši kada šute, onda su dobri, onda razmišljaju o sebi, kako su odrasli, zašto im se dogodilo to što im se dogodilo.
Yes, this is a subconscious matter. This has been happening to me for a long time now. It's simply as if something is moving me, sometimes from the back, pushing me forwards, and now in circles. I have been coming to see Brazzo since 2000. There is no force that could destroy my faith in Brazzo and Ivica. They are always beside me. I can only say the nicest things about him. He has helped me so much, so very much, with my health, peace of mind for my whole family. If I started talking about him now, I don't know when I would finish. My brother used to drink heavily, and thank God, and with the help of Brazzo and God, he got cured and he no longer drinks. For 6 months, I went to the many places that Brazzo visited, all the way to Germany, and this helped me. My brother has now moved to Germany. He got his visa. He works there now. He is a happy person. And his family as well. I came to say thank you. Also, my brother used to be sick. He had something on his bowels. I heard that he's fine now. My sister told me. My son and I used to have a lot of pain in our spines. I did not need to see a doctor in 3 years, so everything is getting better. Thank you so much. I did not come to see Brazzo for 11 years and 1 day, but all that time I carefully kept Brazzo's books and the video which I would watch. On December the 12th, 1997, I suddenly have been taken to hospital because of a festering inflammation of the teeth. In less than 20 hours, I found myself in the emergency room. This was on a Wednesday. On Friday afternoon, the woman who was in the bed next to mine, she was born in Pakrac, started to talk about Brazzo. I had never seen her before. She had a sinus tumor, and she started telling me that she had heard of him and that she wanted to go there. At that moment, I thought to myself, my dear God, I did not accidentally end up in this hospital. Why did this woman here in the hospital tell me, of all the people, about him? Then I told her that I knew where that place is, that I already have been there, and that I would bring her there too. She said that she wanted to do this before Christmas. So on December 20th, we were here. Then she went home to Pakrac for a few days. Her neck and forehead were terribly damaged from the radiation. When I went to visit her for New Year's Eve at the hospital, all her open wounds had disappeared. She just looked a bit red because new skin had grown. I asked her to give me a photo of her, and she gave me one. I have it with me right now. 3 weeks later, I had a dream about Brazzo, which had never happened before, and which I understood as an invitation to come to see him again. So I did.
Yeah, my name is Livia Foico.
My name is Livia, and I'm from Budapest, Hungary. I came with my husband and with photos of my family, and I hope that we'll see each other soon in Hungary, as soon as possible.
Thank you.
I have come here for the third time from Macedonia because Brazzo helped me and my family. He helped my mother and my father to find a job. I also found a job. Our health has improved, and that's why I wish him all the best. Brazzo, thank you for everything. I'm inviting you to come and visit us in Macedonia when you find the time. Thank you so much.
Kad se moja mama nasmiješi, znam da me voli. Ali ne smeta me kada se nasmiješi braci. Moj tata kaže da svi postanu bolji kad vide bracu. Ja sam rekla da je to zato što ima dječje ime. Tata je rekao da ima još toga.
What we are executing with our eyes is reflected to us like the reflection from a large mirror, a mirror which multiplies, strengthens, invigorates, revives, spiritualizes. When I came to see Mr. Ivica, I was trembling. I was sick. My husband had died, and the children had left home. Mr. Ivica said, "You have suffered big time till now, but everything will be fine." I am dreaming about Ivica being in my kitchen. He takes off his coat. I say, "No one can help me." He says that he will help me, and all my problems just go away. I am happy. I received my pension. Whatever I want to do, I can do it. Everything is getting better and better. I go to see Brazzo and to solve all my problems. You know, I had a lot of searching and testing with my doctor. The doctor looked at the results, but I knew she wouldn't find anything. She told me that my test results had never been better. She asked whether I was on a diet or whether I was on any medication. I told her that I wasn't taking any medication and that I was not on a diet as well.
Odrasli su kao djeca. Dobri su dok je braco u blizini. Poslije to zaborave, pa opet moraju doći.
We came here from Rijeka. We followed this path everywhere. Wherever Brazzo goes, we come. We'll be there. I'd like to thank Ivica and Brazzo on behalf of my son, who came to Jesenice for the first time. He was unemployed, but after the first time he came here, he found a job. I had to use crutches on the right and on the left. First, I threw one away and then the other one. Today, I feel great, and I will always come here. I wish him all the best. I wish everyone who comes to see Ivica and Brazzo that he finds that help which he needs. This way, we all can be happy and healthy, and I wish that we can continue seeing them.
Ljudi su kao rijeka, kaže Brazzo. Rijeka dobra. Pitao sam tati, je to na rijeka kraj Karlovca? Tata je rekao da ima još jedna ljepša rijeka.
May the light that he carries within himself protect him.
Rekla sam, svi vole doći kod brace, jer kod njega više dobiju nego što daju. Mama se ljutila što sam to rekla, a ja sam to čula od ljudi.
When I read the books, I felt calm and relaxed. My health got better. I am now healthy. My children are healthy. In particular, I am most grateful for our children, the entire family. He helps everyone. It is so simple. Just open your heart, go and see Brazzo and ask for his help, and he will help you. All you have to do is to open, believe. Don't go there if you have doubts in your heart, in that sense that you think maybe he will help us and maybe he won't. He will help me, and that is that. Case closed. I can't describe it to you. It is as if I had released everything negative from my body. I feel much better, and I had to cry. I don't know why, but I burst into tears. I would just like to thank Brazzo and to tell him that I believe in him and that I wish to dream about him again like I did before.
Čula sam braci dolazi ljudi iz mnogih država i gradova. I da on odlazi ljudima koji ga trebaju. Neka ga čuva svjetlost koju nosi u sebi. Braco je kao sunce, mi kružimo oko njega i sve nas je više.
And there are more and more of us.
Ljudi su kao djeca, osjećaju ono što vole, vole ono što osjećaju. Braco je kao sunce, mi kružimo oko njega i sve nas je više.
When so many people come to one place, it shows that this is the right place for them, for us, for all of us.
Ovo je bila priča koja se ne treba samo slušati, nego i gledati i osjećati. Kad film završi, on će se i dalje vrtiti u nama i grijati nas poput svjetlosti.